I'm going to tell you about a quality that is super important for a marriage to thrive and really any relationship. I'm going to tell you what that quality is and the day that I became aware of my need for it. In 2008, Nathan lost his business and for about 6 years slipped into a sort of depression. And during that time, he lost that strong confidence he had. It was replaced by self-doubt and shame. And that rock that I had heavily leaned upon wasn't there like he had been. So it was kind of a new territory and wilderness we were both wandering through together, but kind of alone and separate. During that time, a young lady asked me if I would mentor her and help her with her marriage, and I said I would, and I loved pouring into her, and it probably helped me maybe more than it did her. One night, Nathan and I decided to go to a movie, and before we left, 2 times, kind of in close proximity, Nathan hurt my feelings. I think we were both kind of overly sensitive during that time. And as we drove, it was a 45-minute drive, as fate would have it, I just kept looking out my window, my passenger window. I was not interested in talking. I just sat there and ruminated over my hurt. And at one point, God whispered, "Why don't you practice, do what you're telling that young woman to do in her marriage?" Wanting to be someone who practices what I preach, I gradually turned my body to face out the front window and gradually began to make some small talk. And little by little, that icy silence melted and the hurt melted with it. As we were watching the movie, there was one little scene where a widowed man was sitting with his young daughter on the dock, and the young girl said, "Dad, was Mom a woman of grace?" And he kind of wondered, and she said, "It was one of our spelling words today in school." And he said, "Yes, your mom was a woman of grace." That line was there just for me, I felt, and I realized I want to be known as a woman of grace. But that's not something I can ever think my way to. I have to act my way into that to become a woman of grace. And I realized that on that trip to the movie, I had an opportunity and I had grabbed it. Instead of oozing resentment and hurt, claiming my right to be hurt, I let understanding flow and kindness. I had right there grabbed onto grace. And as grace flowed, I thought about it and I realized Nathan never intended to hurt me. You see, you are going to have so many opportunities in life to practice love, understanding, and grace. Make sure that your spouse is a benefactor of that.